What is your main advice to publishers who are in recruitment and dealing with social networking?
I think biggest advice is engage. You can sit on the outside and not get involved. Get out there, get onto networks, start building your blogging communities, start building your social networking communities, and understand the dynamic of the individual. This is about engagement. Too many large organisations get frightened by corporate structures and they disengage.
But if I look at many publishers, they have lost the game against LinkedIn or Facebook and other networks. What should they do in that ecosystem?
I think, interestingly enough, if you look at LinkedIn today, it's becoming a job board. Why do people use LinkedIn? As a recruiter, you go and buy access to a CV database. You do the same with a job board. The big difference is that with sites like LinkedIn and Facebook, the user is in dynamic control of their content. If you're using a job board, you use your CV database, it's a back-end tool. So one of the things they're going to have to do is start to, one, add more content, add more value, and actually allow the job seekers open access to the CV database to amend it, change it, and make it more dynamic.
So is your advice to publishers to start their social network their own, or should they cope with LinkedIn and do open IDs, etc.?
I think that, one, they don't have to compete with LinkedIn, but first of all, one, they have to accept that a CV will gradually die, and therefore they have to start moving towards the open ID concept that actually the data becomes transportable, so leaving, again, the job seeker in control. Two, they're not going to be social networks. Recruitment is something you do in either a time of unemployment or when you need career advice. What they should do is become what originally a job board was meant to be, which is a career portal, giving good advice, allowing job seekers to communicate with each other openly. I want to work there. I see that you work there. Can you tell me what that company is like? So they need to take on many of the technologies, but not become, because they're not social networks. They are recruiting networks, not social networks.
Now, from social networks also imply many privacy issues. I mean, many youngsters are now online, completely open. What is your advice to them for, if they want to get a decent career in the future?
I think there's two pieces of advice. Everything you put on the web at the moment is fundamentally searchable. 90% of young people don't realise on Facebook they can actually turn on a privacy button, but they don't because they don't know about it. So first of all, you are leaving everywhere on the web what we refer to as a digital footprint. A recruiter will come and find out about you. So firstly, think about what you post, think about how you manage the information, how you put information up, and then when you take it down. And think about that also, these tools can put you in touch with recruiters. They don't just have to find you. Using social networks like Twitter, like Facebook, like Names, Plaxo, you can go and find a recruiter. You can actually go in and search for a recruiter and say, hey, you haven't found me yet, but I found you. Here I am, and look at my skill set. So you can become a headhunter, but instead of being headhunted,